The very first phase was when we met first to say, how do we get started? That was between announcement and the signing, really getting prepared. The big phase was, you might remember, we made a big boot camp, 4 days, in getting to know ourselves. Because when you run the business over time, you take things for granted and you don't know really what is happening on a daily business. We had to understand ourselves a little bit better. So we mapped a lot of things, and that was taking full attention until we actually did the signing. Because until signing also we had very limited access to the other side, which was limiting our insights into Merial, so we could spend time in getting prepared for ourselves. The second phase really was between signing and closing, of course. We had maybe the little bit easier part in terms of having a share deal on the swap side, whereas we had the asset deal on the OTC business. Nonetheless, we had to do it all in a very, very short time frame. And at the same time, we learned a lot about how entangled Merial actually is into Sanofi, which we didn't know before. So there was a lot of delineating we had to do and process work to make sure that actually day one does work, even though in having a lean day one and doing what is necessary to keep the business up and running and not doing major integration and transformation, it was a huge piece of work where you would say, what is the process that Sanofi steps out, BI needs to step in, what is being performed by Merial and can continue to be performed by Merial or has to be taken over by BI. And now the third phase is really going then into the full integration, how I would call it, going from the day one operating model into a target model. And that's the phase we're running since a little more than 11 months. And I would say we probably need another 12 to 15 months or so to really globally have completed integration.